Yeah.
We go in depth on the sagas, what they are, how they came about, and what it's for. The Crucifixion saga is a grueling saga of carrying a 60 kg railway sleeper across London for over 9 hours. He
Nine
barely could
hours,
lift his
46
arms to
minutes.
sign our canvas. We asked him why. That's just that people say that to you as well. People
Yeah.
say to you that's crazy,
Yeah.
and that gives you a sense of motivation.
No, okay, this is gonna sound weird, but what I do or what I've done, and what, it may seem, it's not really amazing.
Yeah.
It's not amazing.
Yeah.
Me doing something like this seems like an exceptional task.
Yeah.
But I mean, had I done this, I don't know, like 600 years ago, 400 years ago, it wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
But so it's, I think it speaks more about the state of the world and humanity than it does about me, but yeah, it's, but yeah, the whole point with the crucifixion was I also wanted to raise money for Legion Wrestling Club, which is where I teach, which is where I used to wrestle, which is my home, which is my brother's there, and I wanted to raise money for the refurbishment.
And was he able to raise that money?
Yes, yeah. I mean, I raised not as much as I would have liked, but I mean, we refurbished it. It's not finished yet, but it's slowly, it's getting there.
So what do we do? How do we help you get to your goal? Is there's more sagas that you're doing that's also raising money for them?
To be honest, I'm doing so at the moment. So I've done. I mean, you got to understand that all these 7 sagas. It is very unlikely that I will live long enough to finish them all. It's probably. I mean, the whole point of them was to be that. It was to create something so ridiculous that I would spend the rest of my time. It would take my focus, so meaning I can go to work, earn money, but then, the whole point of earning money is so that I come back to this. And if I'd made it too easy, I might have achieved it too quickly. And then what would I do? So the whole point was to give me something that could occupy me, my body, my spirit, my mind, for as long as possible. So these sagas I might never finish, and if I do, I don't know, I might be a very old man. But
so how many sagas are left now?
Well, I've done the Death March, I've done the Boneless, and I've done 1 attempt. I've got 2 attempts left.
You've got the boxing one to do as well.
Yeah, that's the last one.
Yeah.
Then I've got the raid.
Yeah.
The raid is finished.
Okay, what was the raid?
The raid was basically me and a bunch of people, and I calculated the distance from London to Greenland.
Okay.
In meters, which was about 5 million something meters. Yeah. And I said, okay, every day we're going to row, or as often as we can, we're going to row until we hit that distance, until we get from London to Greenland. And it took about 1.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. But we did it. And then at the end, and obviously the group was big in the beginning.
Is that the movement? Is that group still? Are they the Black Vikings? Is that the movement?
No, I mean, some people, everyone is a fan. If I had to speak to you, if I had to say who is a Black Viking, I don't know if there are any, to be honest. My point is, I've always said that there are no Black Vikings now, not even me. Because only when somebody can finish all the sagas, or at least is in the pursuit of all these sagas, as that's my goal, then yes, that is a Black Viking. So my reasoning was always that I'm not doing this for the people now, people follow me on Instagram now, or people that see me in the street. I'm not doing it for that. It's posterity, almost like these people might come, they're not here now, but maybe, I don't know, 10 years after my death, 5 years after my death, somebody might look at that, get inspired, think, okay, you know what, I'm going to build on this. I'm going to take this idea and I'm going to develop it in his own way. It's fine. I don't need it to remain under the whole point. I need I feel like it's a fight for humanity. You know, it's to keep, you know, like it's about physical betterment and mental freedom. And that's what Black Vikings stand for. You know, so meaning being strong, but being mentally free. And I don't think people understand what mentally free really means.
Mental freedom, peace of mind, is the capacity to understand and master your trials and tribulations, your awareness and oneness in the life you live. All else could lead to slave mentality. The Black Viking highlights his awareness of mental freedom.
We are not mentally free here. We are not.
In a way enslaved.
Yeah. And the thing is, and I'm not here speaking to you like, oh, you're all enslaved and I'm mentally free. I am enslaved too. The only difference is I'm very aware of my enslavement, you know, and every day, you know, and I do stuff, and you know, like I have to be honest. I'm very aware also that I'm a hypocrite, you know. I am, because there's stuff, you know, like there's part of me, almost like I have a battle inside me, this duality, these two opposite beings, which is one is like this wise, you know, all-knowing, just very disciplined, focused warrior, you know, who's just, and then there's another side of me who's just I don't know, just craves things, you know, and desires things, and no matter how much I try, and they're just all, and one might win for a little bit, but then the one comes back, and that's essentially what it is, the seesaw going up and down of these things. But the thing is, you know, okay, the point of the sagas, like I said before, is to give you structure and meaning. If your structure and your aim and your meaning is not the sagas, that means it's something else. Okay, now if it's something else, that's fine, but let's examine what else is it. Because trust me, everybody in this whole world, everybody, whether they have a child or not, whatever, everybody has their rudder, you know, like almost something that is driving their boat. So you have to ascertain what is it. Once you understand what it is, then, for example, some people, believe it or not, some people it's money. It's just, I want to get as much money as possible. That's their goal. Some people it's just, you know what, I want pleasure. I just want to have fun, party, travel, you know, have relations, you know, just, and that's fine. That's what it is. And I'm not here to say that any of these people are wrong, because like I said before, there is no meaning to life other than the one that you create for yourself. So meaning, yes, these people, if that's what they believe, then that is the meaning of their life. But the point is, if you want to be a Black Viking, well, then you have to cease and desist from those, and it's the pursuit of the sagas. The sagas will be your rudder.
Yo, I don't need a coach. I don't need advice.
All right, good talk, Coach. Thanks.